Innovation and disruption are keywords in today's context, with many successful companies such as Grab, Tesla, and Airbnb following suit. By definition, innovation is connecting two or more separate ideas that create changes and adds potential value. Successful designer Kelly Anderson also mentioned that by disrupting, we can find new ideas to innovate. So, how is innovation and disruption managed in Singapore? Well, we have a few issues with solutions and a case study to help you understand. Now, let's look at the key issues in Singapore. Firstly, the biggest issue is that Singaporeans have a misconception between innovative ideas and the implementation of those ideas. They have a delusion that innovation is costly and impractical. To counter such a mindset, Singapore government have implemented Skills Future to encourage Singaporeans to stay responsive to changes. As stated by Mr. Ong Ye Kung, Skills Future promotes lifelong learning and innovation in every Singaporean through the 8 different programs in it. These programs will equip working adults with the skills to adapt to the technology disruptions in different sectors. Secondly, Singapore is hampered by its high operating cost towards innovation due to the outsourcing of operations caused by land and technological constraints. For example, a portion of the fresh water in Singapore are outsourced from Malaysia. In order to lower operating costs, Singapore government started investing on sustainable technology that can enable Singapore to operate locally. This is a model about push-buy technology. It shows research, development, and technological breakthrough required to launch an innovative product. A very good example is the establishment of New Water. It is an innovation that enables Singapore to produce fresh water locally. With this, Singapore is able to self-sustain in the future and cut down on its reliance on Malaysia's providence. Education in Singapore plays a vital role in nurturing future generations, but it does not inspire innovation. To overcome these obstacles, our government heavily invested in the education system to inspire students to innovate. Minister of Education Ng Chee Meng is promoting the 3 I's: imaginative, inquisitiveness, and interconnections in our educational learning system. For example, Bukit Timah primary students engage in arts to support inquisitivity, and Anderson primary students explore interconnections through ceramic potting. So, what can managers learn from these solutions? Firstly, managers themselves should set a good example by having good foresight to make the right decisions for the organization. Secondly, managers can send their employees for courses to upgrade themselves. Thirdly, they can enact investments in technologies to promote innovation within the company. Today, the business community considers Henry Farrell's broad management theory as a relevant guide to productively manage staff. Now, let's see how it can apply to the case study. This case study is about Elon Musk. He is a world-renowned entrepreneur who founded multiple companies and is a role model who drives innovation to success. Elon Musk believes strongly in these 3 principles. Firstly, he encourages his employees to neglect the traditional methods and start to be innovative. Secondly, he agrees that leaders need to establish a clear vision and achieve it. Thirdly, he drives his employees to be daring and bold in order to instill creativity and imagination. In conclusion, harnessing innovation and disruption is a process from shifting the misconception of what Singaporeans have towards this change to spearheading technological operations in Singapore, to lastly, building the essence of innovation through education in schools. Innovation and disruption is less desirable in the beginning, but eventually creates a new paradigm shift.